Thanks for checking out SignHog. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create this Winter Wonderland welcome sign on a wooden round. To complete this project as shown, you will need an 18-inch wooden round, the reusable Welcome to Our Winter Wonderland transfer, a fuzzing towel, distilled water, scrap backing paper, chalk paste, stir sticks, squeegees, and a paintbrush. This project uses some additional techniques compared to my other chalk projects, so it may be helpful to familiarize yourself with the basics of chalk couture, which you can find on my blog at www.signhog.com/blog. The first thing we're going to do is prep our transfer. Remove your transfer from the packaging and fuzz the transfer by sticking and removing it from your fuzzing cloth until the stickiness of your transfer is more manageable. It can take some time to know when you've fuzzed a transfer enough, but I generally try to make it so I can slide the transfer around on my surface rather than hoping to stick it exactly right the first time. You can't really over fuzz, and the stickiness comes back after you wash your transfer. Once your transfer is prepped, center it on your surface. For this next part, I'm going to use placement tape to mask off some of the areas of my transfer because I'm going to be using multiple colors for the pine cone and greenery details. This placement tape is super handy because it has measurement lines and is low stick, so it's easy to remove from the transfer. Now, for my favorite part, putting on the chalk paste. Depending on the size of the area, I use different squeegees and multi-tools to apply the chalk. Our new detail tool is amazing for getting into those really small spots or for fixing little mistakes. When working with a large design, or if it's taking you a while to apply the chalk because you're switching colors, it's a good idea to use the chalk and peel method. The chalk and peel method is exactly what it sounds like. You chalk on the design and then you peel the transfer up. Then you carefully reapply the transfer and continue on. This prevents the chalk from drying up on your transfer, which will cause it to come up off of your surface when you peel the transfer off. We'll probably see a little bit of that anyway, but I'm going to show you a trick for fixing that too. Okay. So here's the trick for dealing with spots where your chalk has peeled off with your transfer. For this part of the project, you are going to need your scrap backing paper, a palette or a paper plate works too, distilled water, a stir stick, and a paintbrush. I'm basically going to repaint the chalk on the spots where it's light or missing. So grab some paste, mix it with a very small amount of distilled water, stir with your stir stick or paintbrush, and use the paintbrush to apply it. We'll use some of the same stuff for the next technique I'm going to talk about, which is the watercolor technique. For the watercolor technique, I'm going to be mixing my chalk paste with water, but this time I'll be watering it down just a bit more to give it a watercolor paint look. Instead of applying the chalk over the design lines, I'm going to be using the color to fill in the actual design. It's kind of like creating your own chalk coloring book. Now because I prepped my surface with wax, you'll see the texture through the chalk because the water won't soak into the wax on the surface. I personally like this look because it gives it more of that watercolor feel. But you can always go over the area multiple times to make the color more vibrant. Ready to try this project for yourself? Stop by the SignHog lookbook for the complete supply list, tips, and tricks at www.signhog.com/lookbook. See you next time!